else to work towards within not getting a new rank on it. Something that they can work towards would be something like a firearms officer. So in the UK, obviously, we don't carry firearms. We have firearms officers trained, and they are officers trained to basically use an assault rifle. So what we could have is the option for an officer who works towards it and shows that he's potentially, who are selected by the senior officer, someone who could be
Officer?
firearm trained, and they would have just the ability to carry an M4 for them. And you'd have a
He doesn't
select
require
few,
an
and it's just
SMG.
something.
He's down.
That's quite an interesting point. If you could add, instead of adding different ranks, but having something a step down, different. I don't know how to call it, but like perks like that. Like if you're
specialities, that's what it is.
yeah, different specialities.
So a special role.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, sorry. It's
You could have a wide range of these.
That would be.
Shouldn't be another one. I just patted the body down again, and it was on him. The money was on him. I can breach if you want. Yeah, he fired me when I arrived. There's nobody in here. As I told you, I took the money off him right now. I just took the... So it's fine.
If we're a serious RP and a serious RP police, you would have, weapons trained officers, some form of special response who had weapons that could deal with this, not just relying on whether or not, you have a lieutenant.
Again, devil's advocate as an American, even SWAT does not have anything standard
Get your
issue
taser out
at
and I'll
that
help you out
caliber.
with first aid.
In fact, ironically, SWAT usually carries pistol caliber carbines such as MP5s. M4s would be about as big as you get with the US.
That's what
non-military.
That's what I'm suggesting. But obviously, the issue we have here is, we're not trying to copy any of these development. Trying to be a realistic. The other issue is like, are we really going full American, or are we just having a bit of mix of both? That's the difficulty we have. I mean, are we full on basing ourselves off the American side of things?
Well, I only commented that because you said realistically, but technically no, that wouldn't be realistic.
But realistically, the criminals wouldn't have such insane firepower either.
Yeah.
I mean, most shootings in America they'll be responding to would be with pistols. Am I wrong?
Or some form of potential assault weapon.
The majority, yes, but it's definitely not uncommon for assault weapons. In fact, I don't recommend it since y'all are severely oppressed. Apparently, you can actually just YouTube. Well, they're cracking down on it, but it's not hard to make an AR-15 full auto capable.
Yeah, but the problem is currently a lot of the okay.
But if anyone's, if you watch a police, I'm just saying, realistically, there will all be some specially trained officers who have access to something like an M4. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not saying we need a minigun or a bloody LMG. I'm saying if we had some officers that had the option to use an M4, it would give them something else to work towards, and it would also mean just because it's not a lieutenant or sergeant, there's more chance of someone having an M4 in that situation. That was just my recommendation.
I can agree with that.
Like, when there's no senior officer on, we have to clear stuff like pistol.
Yeah, because we shouldn't turn into an army basically, but the criminals are slowly turning into the fucking Taliban, So we have to adapt as well to be able to counter them.
I mean, when we arrested Vladimir, one of the guys that Harry overheard said, "Let's grab the RPG."
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, the point that Sebastian just made is really, like, a crucial point, is that we don't want to be military police. And, like, if we have to be military police to be balanced with the criminals, then we need to, like, think about what the criminals have. Because...
And this comes, along the lines of the fact of the speeding cars. We need a fine balance between being overpowered and
What's
not
your
overpowered.
1020 shower?
And I reckon the addition of a weapons, basically a firearms officer, an officer who is trained to use an M4. That's what I'm suggesting. Would give us just a little bit of an edge and make it a little bit more balanced,
Yeah.
Honestly, I think a simple solution to that would be to just do similar to how we have first aid certification.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
SWAT certification, to where we don't have to be as
Yeah.
And in terms of the SWAT uniform, I think it would fit better that the only people that could wear SWAT uniform are the ones who are weapon
that
trained.
are certified.
Oh yeah, and they can go through some extra training as well on breaching, hostage negotiation, just a little bit in depth in regarding to dealing with specific
Finally
severely
playing Arma for so long would
dangerous.
pay off.
Exactly, this is exactly where I'm coming from.
Speaking of which, my armor's downloaded.
Well, wasn't there something previously, if I'm not wrong, like
There was an
SC
idea previously.
There was like at something training, special response team.
That's my idea. What I'm trying to push here. Walsh doesn't like it, but I'm trying to persuade Walsh here. You see, we're working towards it. Essentially, to have.
Let's go all patrol in fucking SWAT cars and fucking SWAT uniforms.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all.
That's what happened. But that's what happened last time when we had SWAT. That's what. Everybody was patrolling on fucking SWAT uniforms with ARs, and everybody got out of their fucking tanks. And they were like, "You got a ticket, sir." And they were like,
So
"What
Walsh,
the fuck?"
why don't you have it clearly stated? If you do that kind of stuff, you're instantly fired, or you have it
Because
supposedly
it was stated. Supposedly it was stated, but because I wasn't the commissioner, I couldn't take it. So
Yeah, but now you're the commissioner.
But guess what, Walsh? Guess what? You're the commissioner, Walsh. So guess you get his big bad hammer.
Right.
See what?
Wanna know something funny?
What?
No one can fly an helicopter. What happened? Who was flying an helicopter? There you go.
That was me, Walsh, and I will speak to you. I'll speak to you about that
So what
later
did
anyway.
I removed it. Now there's no more helicopters for LSPD. There we go.
What? I was about to ask about that.
Walsh, I just want to say something prior to that. Helicopters used to be very useful. Now they're useless. They don't have any in the camera.
But they're still flying it though.
Oh yeah, no, that was me. I mean, I was just doing that because other people were pissing around, so I was pissing around with them. If we wanted to bring it onto that. But what I was going to say was, I mean, in terms of this RP, we want to be serious RP and stuff. Question of like why you can't conduct pilot training. It comes to the question of how did you get pilot training in the first place, And that's the issue with RP at the end of the day, isn't it? I mean, just because you're the commissioner, you are allowed to do everything. I mean, but just because we haven't been trained by you to do that, then it doesn't work. It's a bit of a it's a grey area with the pilot, but I recommend.
Not really. It's not really that grey. I mean, flying that low and landing on a busy street.
Oh well, I'll tell you why I did that. That's because Nick, Janet, and AOD were pissing around. I came and pissed around with them. We had a little bit of fun, and then we stopped and went back on duty. So I mean, that's why I did it. I mean, normally in circumstances I'd never do that before. But when everyone's been handcuffed to each other and they're pissing around, I went and pissed around for them a little bit.
So you as captain should have gone there and just tell them.
Well, what am I meant to tell the deputy commissioner? Stop. That's the difference. It's respect of authority. I couldn't tell Nick to stop doing what he's doing because that's
your
Nick.
Officers to stop because your officers were involved.
I did. I was telling them to stop, to uncuff them and leave them. That's what I was doing. I just did it in a spectacular fashion because I promised I would come and save them in a spectacular way. Okay. So do what you want with me. I don't care.
A civilian took a picture of your spectacular fashion and everyone else. And that's that's great.
They also took pictures of the handcuffed, the other officers and sheriffs handcuffing each other. I think what it should boil down to is cutting back on that type of bullshit. Sorry, but it's just bullshit.
Well,
I'm not against having fun, but
no. Thing is, I was trying. I just needed some help, and Nick was trying to help me. That's all. That's what happened yesterday, and then the other two came, and it just went.
We obviously
I just wanted some help. That's all, and I just DM'd Nick to help me.
In all honesty, I think the background to why people is probably people just getting stressed and they just wanted to let it out. That's why I feel the helicopter. There's as police, you live in such strict rules and how we have to play the game. Sometimes it's nice just to let go.